Good morning, everybody. Welcome to What's Up Monday. This one's going to be a little bit different. Instead of what's going on at the karate school this week, the week of December 27th, we're going to be talking about what's going on next year. So the 2022 success plan at Prestige Martial Arts. There are 9 different things that we're going to be covering, so let's get started. Number 1, we're going to make things simpler this year. So technology is never smooth and simple. Trying to get different systems to integrate and work together is always a challenge. That's one of the main things I'm going to be working on this coming year. So number 1, we're going to be making things simpler to log into virtual classes. There's going to be one link to log into Zoom. So I've done away with the student members website. If you go to the school website, you're going to notice that it is completely rebuilt, redone, and there is no longer a student section. So there is no reason that you need to visit the school website anymore. You're going to get the link directly to the Zoom meeting. There's going to be one link for Little Dragons, one link for Kids Karate, and one link for leadership training. My hope and goal is to make that link the same link all year long. Either way, when you register for a virtual class, you're going to get an email with the Zoom link directly in it. So you just click on that and it instantly opens up the Zoom meeting. Everything else operates exactly the same. We're just getting rid of the extra clicks that were required and having to memorize your password and all that stuff to get into the student website. I'm going to do the same thing. We've always recorded classes and I've always uploaded them on YouTube. Instead of going into the student website, which no longer exists, you're going to be able to get the link directly to the YouTube channel. So if you're a Little Dragon, you can request the Little Dragons folder. If you're in the Kids Karate, you can request that folder. And then every class is going to be uploaded in there for the entire year. So you'll be able to go back as far as you want and look at any of the classes at any time. So that will make things simpler, as all recorded classes will be in the same location for all of 2022. And then finally, we sent out a week or two ago the Google Calendar. So I will be posting that link again. That calendar is live, and that is where you will find all of the events and things that are coming up at the karate school. So you do not have to have a Google account in order to use the calendar. It certainly makes it easier if you do. So if you have any questions on how to implement that, you can let me know and I can walk you through how to get that set up. But that's going to tell you what stripe we're working on, what the requirement is, when is belt testing, when is parents' night out, all the fun things. I'm looking at the year calendar right now and it's full of awesome stuff. All right, number 2, class attendance. The app has been upgraded, as apps are. And so now what happens is you must register for every class in order to get a credit for your next belt. The system can now track this, so there are 12 classes that are required in order to promote in belt rank. Now, what will happen is when you reach your 12th class, the app is going to email you saying you are now eligible for belt testing. This is one of the several reasons why it is super important to always register for class. So you want to make sure that you register your child each and every time, whether it's virtual or in person, so that we can keep track of this. Number 2, the app is going to notify you when you're eligible. Number 3 then is now perfect attendance is available. So if you attend, there are 16 classes 2 times per week for 8 weeks. There is now the ability to earn a perfect attendance award. And I'll be covering that a little bit more when we get back into classes, but that's if you attend 16 classes in one testing cycle. All right, number 3, adding some belts. What we're looking at now, so the journey from white belt to candidate black belt has always had this upward angle, as it should have. But what I've noticed over the past year is then suddenly getting to apprentice black belt, there's this huge leap in requirements of knowledge that the kids were not possessing or understanding. So what my goal is to even out that curve and make it a much smoother process. And the best way to do that is to add in more belts to give the kids more practice time before they reach their apprentice black belt. So what that means is there's now going to be a white striped belt between each rank. We've always had the brown stripe belt. We just added the belts working down. So now you've got your red with a stripe, your blue with a stripe, etc., all the way down to the yellow. So whatever rank your child is currently, this is for the kids karate program, but whatever rank your child currently is, their next belt color will be the same color with a white stripe in our testing in February. This is going to help the kids get better prepared so that way we don't have as many, let's say, not passing for their apprentice black belts. The last 2 tests that I've had, we've had, let's see, the second to last one, we had 6 people test and only 2 people pass. And this last exam, we had 4 people test and only 1 person pass. So that tells me there's something wrong in the system, that the kids aren't prepared correctly. And the plan is this is going to help correct that. Number 4, moving into 2022, we're going to be focusing on creating over memorizing. So instead of focusing on the traditional martial arts forms that were learned hundreds and hundreds of years ago when people had to practice by themselves, so they created forms in order to get better, I want to help the kids learn a skill that they're going to be able to utilize, and memorizing a old karate form isn't going to improve their life. Learning how to create something new most definitely is. So what we're going to be focusing in on, you might remember I was working with Ofer Breyer a couple years ago, and I introduced pattern learning and pattern recognition. That is going to be the huge focus in 2022. So there is a video in the app called Pattern Learning 123. You absolutely are going to want to watch that before January 3rd. That is going to show you the pattern breakdown and how to use polymath in order to create new combinations. So for the 1, 2, 3 pattern, there are 6 possible combinations. The video discusses exactly how to mathematically create those 6 patterns, so you are not guessing and you are not randomizing the ability or the pattern that we're going to be doing. So this is going to be really cool for both beginner and advanced students, so that they're going to be able to start creating their own forms starting in 2022. All right, number 5, black belt prep classes. This is also going to help out the kids with that steep learning curve that I mentioned back at number 3. So the last Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., there is going to be a black belt prep class. This is available for candidate belts and higher. It's going to be $99 for all 5 months. So what's going to happen is January through May, and then June is going to be black belt testing for the students that qualify. And then I'm going to repeat it July through November. And then December is going to be the next black belt testing. So there are 2 black belt testings per year. These black belt prep classes are guaranteed to get you ready for those tests. We're going to be covering specifically everything you need to know at those in these classes for your exam. And it's going to be a really serious and hard workout, exactly the way it's supposed to be. So I will be sending out the link for candidate belts and higher. You are welcome to get registered for those. If you have any questions, as always, reach out and let me know. Number 6, we talked about creating your Instagram account. Create an Instagram account for your child, lock it so that way nobody else has access to it. You can add me if you like, or your family, anybody that you choose to invite, and then journey your child or record your child's journey in the martial arts. There's nothing cooler than looking back at video of a student when they were a white and a yellow belt, and then comparing it to now when they're an apprentice black belt or certified black belt, and seeing the difference. The kids generally don't believe it themselves, how far they've come. This is also a great tool when your child says that they don't feel like going anymore or they want to quit. You can show them the progress that they've made. You can also use this to get feedback. If you add me to the account or if you send me videos, then I can tell you, hey, make sure your knee chamber is a little bit higher, or make sure the stance is a little bit lower, to make sure that you're getting the help that you want and need. All right, so make sure that you're recording your child's journey. If you haven't started already, make that a mission in 2022. The last couple of minutes, or maybe not the last minutes, but there's going to be a few minutes in class where I'm going to say, all right, parents, pull out your phone. Let's record this thing today. And then that way you'll be able to actually have footage that you can record right away and put into your account. Number 7, super excited about this, leadership training for little dragons. So the leadership training program is designed to teach public speaking and confidence. And working with Mr. Horton, he and I talked about it and said there's no reason not to offer this to the little dragons. Little dragons need confidence as well. And if we start working on their public speaking at 4 and 5 years old, they're going to be that much further ahead by the time that they're 8 or 9. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out. Let me know. I can give you the details. The membership is available in the app, so you can purchase that if you know for a fact that you want it. What's going to happen is Little Dragons. So the Dragons martial arts class goes from 5 to 5:30. The leadership training for Little Dragons will go from 5:30 to 5:45. So it's just 15 minutes after every class. It'll be available Monday through Friday, just like the kids' leadership training. And we're going to be getting them some super awesome public speaking and confidence skills. All right, so it's going to be great training for them. And I'm excited to see you guys in there. Number 8, the new referral bonus. So as you remember, we launched the referral program. You got $300 for anybody that you referred in the first month that we were doing back in November. Well, it went so well, I'm going to be changing it up and upgrading it into 2022. What's going to happen now is if you refer somebody in the program and they sign up, you're going to get 25% off your monthly tuition for as long as your friend remains a member. So let's go back to our math. Since we're going to be doing lots of math with our karate, that means if you refer 4 friends and they're training, you get to train for free. So that again is as long as they are a current member, then that 25% will apply. Obviously, 4 is the maximum to get the tuition discount. After 4, then you get to go back to the gifts and programs. So if you have not customized your referral program yet, reach out, let me know. I can send you that link. This is a great way to introduce martial arts program to your friends and save you some money. Number 9, direct contact with me. Again, we've gotten rid of the student website. The student website was attached to our texting system. So you still have Facebook Messenger. A lot of you guys use that, and that's perfectly fine. You can call the school, and if you ever call the school, it will forward to me. But what I want to do is I want to make it even simpler, just like we said back at number 1, keep it simple. You now have my direct cell phone number. So 248-369-7371 is my personal cell phone number. If you need to send a text or if you want to call me directly, you can do that. I know I've already had a couple of parents kind of worry and freak out. Don't worry about it. If I'm not available, I turn my phone off. So you cannot bug me. You cannot interrupt me doing something. For example, right now, shooting this video, my phone's turned off. So if you were to call right now or text me right now, it's not going to interrupt this video because I'm busy working. So then I'll get the message and I'll be able to reach back. If you have an old texting number for the karate school, please delete it. All right, I am no longer using that system. I will not get your text. And certainly then I will not reply to your text, not because I don't want to, but because I did not get it. All right, so there you have it. 2022 is going to be a spectacularly awesome year. So I'm super excited that we can introduce this new stuff to you, continue to make the program better and stronger. And the biggest thing now is always want to make sure that you get this information. So if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, please comment below that, yes, I watched this. If you're watching this on Facebook, leave in the comments, I watched this. So I'm going to continue sending this video out over and over again to the people that don't reply to do the best to make sure that everybody has this information. So it is Monday, the 27th. I will be sending this video out to you all week long. Please make sure you reply back. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. Look forward to seeing you guys after the holiday. Bye, everybody.